Right, sons, everybody, welcome back to Castles and Company, where Lena is considering getting herself a Castles and Company tattoo. Isn't that right, Lena?
Yeah, gotta be tatted up for some benefits.
Dang. Loyalty to the cause.
Exactly, we appreciate
to the show.
To the cause. What are we, the
Yeah,
revolution?
so for all of our devoted fans, if you want to get a matching tattoo with me, you already know what the logo looks like, so.
True, but it's got to be a big one. It's got to be like the size
of the real castle.
Yeah, it's got to be
to scale.
To scale.
A chest tattoo. So should it be a back tattoo?
Ooh, I like that.
Surface area.
Because Lena carries the show on her back. No?
Exactly. Period. The respect I deserve.
So, of course, we have joining us our favorite back carrying. I don't know where I was going with that. Lena's here. Say hello, Lena.
Woo! Hi, guys.
Also joining us is Liam the Hampshire. William.
Hello.
And then we also have Sunil joining us today.
What's up? Woo!
As always, my name is Jared, and this is a Disney podcast where we talk about nothing of consequence. Also joining us today is actually a super special guest. We have the president of Disney joining us today. Boba. No,
what?
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
You have Walt Disney?
That'd be wild.
We have Walt Disney's severed head joining us today.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Bro, they're going to cancel your podcast for that.
Oh, yeah.
The conspiracies.
You know, those Disney and copyright.
The mouse is going to get you, bro.
No, literally, as I was designing this podcast, I was like, you know what? For the logo, can I include, like, Mickey ears on this anywhere? I was like, there's straight up, like, I've learned you can't have Mickey, but you can have, like, Mickey ears, because mouse ears are technically, like, the body part of a mouse. You can't, like, copyright that.
Yeah.
But, like, if it looks like Mickey, then it's like, okay, that's Mickey. And then, as Liam has always said with Mickey, what's up, my Mickey answers? What's the one you said recently, Liam, that, like, I had to write down?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. Did you write it down?
Yeah, I read all your sayings down.
Okay. Oh, yeah, straight after that.
We'll have to censor this later, but Mickey Mouse, more like Dickie Mouse. Oh, God.
No, dude, if you censor it, they'll never get what you're trying to say.
Parents, cover your child's ears real quick. No, I'm kidding. But it's still getting censored later. Liam, podcast sounds good, right?
Yeah, podcast sounds good.
Okay. Oh, wait. Kicks Liam real quick. Now it sounds good. But
Dang.
I'm just kidding.
Darn this, I'm out of here.
All right. So, news for Disney currently. Why do I have to provide an email to read an article?
Journalism is dead, bro. So sad.
I mean, free journalism. Everyone wants money.
True.
Like Wikipedia asking me for money. How dare they?
Yeah, that one makes me feel guilty because I honestly use Wikipedia a lot.
No, that's the thing. You know what the annoying part is? I donated money to Wikipedia. Like, you know, they ask for it all the time. I actually
did.
Yeah, I took a screenshot of it too, just in case they ever come for me. So I sent them like
the Wiki Mafia.
Yeah, the Wiki Mafia coming for me. So I took a screenshot of it just in case, because I was like, oh, like, what if I don't know where I was going with that. Point is, I donated like $3, and yet every time I go on, they still ask me for like more money, and I'm just like, what did you do with the $3? I feel like a parent. What did you do with the last $3 I gave you? Like, so it's just funny.
Like, we had to make a Starbucks run, and we used it as part of it.
Paid for this pop-up.
What?
They paid for this pop-up. The pop-up asking for more money.
All the donations go towards funding asking for donations.
Perfectly balanced.
Damn. It's a perpetual motion machine.
I was gonna say a positive feedback loop. I think that yours is probably better. Okay, so I couldn't really find much for news this week. So things that like have come to mind is just like first as always we have our little like pandemic update. So pandemic update, Jared does not have COVID, which is
Yeah.
So
Well done.
we had first COVID. I guess we were not having second COVID. We'll wait till third COVID and then we'll get that one. But
Best to alternate COVIDs.
yeah, exactly. That way you can like space it out a bit. Your lungs can recover. So
It's like crop rotations and stuff.
oh, so at the end of the day, does my soil still dry out?
Yeah.
So
You have a nice diverse COVID. I don't remember what the term is for actual farming. I don't know how to continue this analogy. I don't know enough about farming.
anyways, so I was reading about like different Disneyland like precautions they're taking for Omicron, and basically what I got from this article that I read on the Daily News is that there's very little that Disney's doing. Things I was reading about was they require masks indoors, on rides, and in shops, but not outdoors. So I think we experienced that, right, Lena? Or did we have to wear?
No, we were allowed to take down our masks when we were outdoors. Oh, no. Actually, I don't think so. I think that was the time I went afterwards, though.
So no, were we? No, because we also had to keep ours on outside, right? So no,
We did. Yeah, it was terrible.
So yeah,
I know I went July 8th and we were allowed to take them off outside. So.
Okay. So they have kept that policy, even though that like now it's even worse than it was when we were like wearing masks.
Yeah.
I guess that was, but like before, we call it like around the vaccine time, or like before like everyone was able to get vaccinated.
Yeah, I think most of us were, but it was still like we got lucky because we all did it early.
So they're also required on enclosed buses, monorails, transport, and transportation vehicles. Disney employees politely and persistently remind visitors to put on their masks while they're indoors. So it says Disneyland is no longer required to enforce social distancing on rides, in queues, or during shows. So everyone is like being crammed on the rides as they normally would, as opposed to like your party getting their own like own car on each ride. All those requirements went away in June when California dropped all of the health and safety protocols. Disney recommends unvaccinated visitors wear masks at all times, but we know unvaccinated people definitely aren't doing that. And then most Disneyland employees still wear masks, even though it's not required in outdoor settings. So a lot of employees are doubling up on their masks. And I think that's all you got for that. So, for y'all, I don't know, like, personally, myself, we were thinking about, like, going to Disneyland. Like, I had, like, a reservation this month. I canceled that because of everything going on right now. I don't know how y'all feel about, like, about it right now, like, how pandemic's going in comparison to, like, Lena, didn't you say you also have, like, a ticket to, like, Six Flags?
So I had one and I gave it away because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to use this like personally. Just like I don't know how I feel about going to an amusement park at the moment. Because for things like roller coasters, you cannot keep your mask on, especially at Six Flags when rides are like crazy fast. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it is more feasible to wear masks when you're indoors at Disney though. Like I don't think it's too difficult of a task. Most of the rides are pretty even like what
I don't know.
if you're at California Adventure.
The Little Mermaid can get pretty wild.
True, yeah. It's when you go underwater and your mask gets all wet, it's just a whole thing,
It comes off your face. And then Liam and Sanel, I don't know. I don't think I'm asking either of you, like, what's your opinion? Is Disney doing enough?
I was pretty mad at their policy last time. I don't know. It just seems like they want a lot of money, and it kind of proves it with the whole thing. So I don't know, but it's I don't know. It's just weird, this whole COVID situation, because now I'm just mad at like everything being closed up again, when it doesn't have to be. Like if people just got vaccinated, but it's whatever. So
Everyone's. I think we talked about this with Shri one time like Shri and Nathan on the podcast. We're all getting like fatigue at this point because it's like the people that know that we should be doing more have been doing more for 2 years now. You don't know that we just entered year 3 of pandemic, so it's just like 3 years have gone by, and we're finally we're in a worse spot than we were. So it's just kind of like everyone's just kind of like tired at this point, but it's like still going on. But yeah, Liam, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like, do I think they should do more to like because of how bad like the cases have gotten these days? I think so, but at the same time, they're also like at this point they're doing about as much as like everyone else is doing because like it's at this point most of the people who are going to get vaccinated have got kind of like you said have gotten vaccinated, and there's not a whole lot more we're like waiting for. But so yeah, so I don't know if they should. I don't know what they should or shouldn't do, but I would say that like based on like the amount of cases I've been hearing about people I know getting it and being exposed and how fast it seems to be spreading, I feel like going to Disneyland right now is you're gonna get COVID. I just feel like it's just inevitable. Like so many people are getting Omicron.
It comes with the price of admission,
Yeah,
it's the one thing that Disney decided to include for free for us. How kind of them.
Yeah.
They got rid of the fast passes so you can get Omicron instead. So kind.
Yeah, they want as many people in one line as possible.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all feel about it. I think I would be comfortable going, even in this crazy like state that everything's in, I think I'd be comfortable going if they still went back to like the 25-30% capacity that they had. That like I know that was a hassle, but that sounds awesome. And also just like even pandemic aside, it's nice to not have to wait in lines for a long time. I really enjoyed the like space and like liberty I had with the like closure, the partial closure. I appreciated that. So I would like to see them implement that again if like I could choose how they handle this, just because I feel like it's better at like crowd control.
That's the thing. It's like now that we like know, like at the beginning of the pandemic, everything had to close because we knew nothing about COVID. Now it's like, oh, we know it is as bad as we thought it is. We're not gonna do it, So,
yeah.
It's just like, you can't like how you say it, like legislative wise. That's the word I was looking for. Legislative wise, you can't really like be like, all right, amusement parks, we're forcing you to close down again.
I mean, here's the thing. Because if you close down Disneyland, they're all going to go overwhelm Knott's, and if you close down Knott's, they're going to go overwhelm Six Flags, and you do that.
Oh, I meant like all. I meant like all, not just Disney itself.
Oh, like all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that just doesn't seem. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know how would be a better way to handle this, but I know there would be a lot better way to handle this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone's just kind of like, oh, go ahead, Snow.
I think it's worth it to do the 30% thing again, because solely on the reason that Disney could financially take it in every single possible way. Like they're not low on cash, like or like enforce a vaccine mandate. Like for Disneyland, you have to have a vaccine in order to get there, or like in other amusement parks, especially for California. I feel like that's like would be something that could, it would limit the unvaccinated population in there, and then also like it could mean that probably masks wouldn't be as necessary of a rule, and you could even do it at 50%, possibly not even 30. So it just seems like there are ways to do it that Disney doesn't. They are making so much money, like
Yeah.
so much money. So the fact that they're scrambling to get their one amusement park in California open, like
Oh yeah,
it's kind of
at the end of the day, like they make way more money from Disney World. It's like not even a comparison. They probably make like 4 to 5 times as much with Disney World. They could probably care, in the grand scheme of things, they could care less if like a Disneyland's closed. But like they already had to like have all the cast members retrained and everything. So it's I don't know. It's interesting to see at this point. They take some COVID precautions, but I think at least everyone here can agree we're all kind of like waiting a little bit to see how that situation improves. Kind of leads on to we're talking about the next thing that we were going to discuss a little is like the Disneyland After Dark stuff they got going on. So they have this, was it Lena, the Sweethearts Night is in February, right?
Yeah, I think it might even be on Valentine's, but don't quote me on that.
Some of them it might
So
be.
it's very near that time, yeah.
Yeah. So they got the Valentine's one, they got the Villains one coming up, they got the Star Wars one coming up. Each of these events offers like, it's kind of similar to Oogie Boogie Bash. Each event offers like a little bit extra like people, like Sweethearts Night. What's like you might see like a couple Disney characters, like maybe you'll see like Flynn and Rapunzel or something, or like
Yeah. And then they've got like special dinner package options for
Oh, they
two.
do?
And yeah, I believe, don't quote me on any of this, but like just from when I looked at it before I saw the price tag. And then I believe there's like a
Oh wait, is that specifically for Sweethearts or is that for like all of them?
no, this is for the Sweethearts one. And then they have like a dance, and then the fireworks show is curated specifically for that night. Like it's not the traditional one that you would see if you went on like a random. Yeah.
That's how the Star Wars one is, and maybe the Villains one. I didn't really look into the Villains one, but one of my friends is going to it, so I'll ask her how it is when she goes. But yeah, like the extra fireworks show, all those things are cool. They also include like special parades, like the special villains parades. I think I don't know how you have a Sweethearts parade, but I'm sure they'll think of something. And then what else is it? Oh, I guess the point I was gonna say is the Sweethearts one takes place in February. The Villains one might be March, and then the Star Wars one's in May. What do y'all think? Like, what are your opinion? How do you think like the pandemic's gonna pan out? Like for those 3 months? Like what time, or 4 months? Like what times do you think like by then things will be better, things will be worse?
I think I don't know. I'm hoping because I'm trying to go to the After Dark on May the 4th. I'm hoping that it's I'm expecting that like this current wave of Omicron is probably gonna be around for a bit. I don't know how long, but it always feels like it's always a little bit longer than we expect it to be. So I'm hoping this wave ends, and then in the kind of gap of a couple of months, maybe before another wave or something, who knows how this works. It's kind of just seems like it just keeps coming back, but hopefully May is somewhere in that gap. I'm hoping.
He's praying.
I'm praying. That's all I can do.
Lena, were you trying to go to the Sweethearts Night, or was that? Am I thinking of someone else?
No, I looked at it. And then I saw how much it was, and I was like, that is not doable for me right now. But it looks cool. Honestly, if I had to go to any, I would probably choose the Star Wars one, but unfortunately I heard it's all sold out now.
Sad times. Yeah, we had a whole like thing with that. I know Sunil probably doesn't want to talk about it. It was just,
for which one?
for the Star Wars one, like the selling out.
Oh yeah, dude. It was
Brutal.
We're
It
here
was a
for
time, dude.
emotional support, so no.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a time. Oh my god.
Now these
Yeah.
things, there's crazy demand for all these Disney special events they've got going on. I was thinking about maybe doing like the holiday one, then that one sold out, and then everyone posted about how cool it was, and I just like hated my life. Uh,
Yeah.
but we'll see. I don't know, Lena. I was saying, were you trying to go to Oogie Boogie Bash next year or this upcoming year, or is that
Oh,
like
I'd
a
love
maybe?
to.
That one.
No, that would be fun. I like the Halloween festivities. I feel like Disney usually goes like all out with it.
So either way, honestly, at the end of the day, like for us and for people listening, like they have so many of these things that and a year goes by so quickly that if you miss one year because it sells out, like should be easy getting the next year. Um, and they always have something going on. So far, they've got 3 special theme nights, winter special ticket, and Oogie Boogie Bash special ticket. So I think that's. Are there any that? Oh, have they brought back Dapper Day yet? Or is that just like a random day people? Do you know what
I
I'm
have
talking
no
about?
idea what that is.
You never heard of Dapper Day? That's where like everyone dresses up like dapper, like 1920s or themed or something.
Oh, that's cute. No, I've never heard of that.
So yeah, they have. What are those like singing guys that like the barbershop quartet? You know what I'm talking about, Lena?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like everyone
Like
like dresses up in like that theme.
oh, that's okay. Oh, okay. You said like did you say like 1920s? I was
Okay,
picturing more like Gatsby style.
thinking what?
I was thinking like Great Gatsby.
Maybe I honestly do. It's like you dress up like more like fancy, more retro. I just said like 1920s because I threw a date out there. I can't
Yeah.
really think of what it actually is.
That's cool. That's interesting because I know certain days you're not allowed to wear costumes to the park, right?
Oh yeah, like for all
Would
these
that be
special these
considered?
like the Star Wars night, you can wear a costume.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's like one of the few days a year you're allowed to. Like it was so
Yeah.
weird when I was walking around when I went to Oogie Boogie Bash, how like people were wearing like full on costumes. It's just like such
Yeah.
a you like feel like you're like weirded out by it because you never see that normally, you know, because it's not allowed.
Yeah.
Another
I know.
advantage
I
of
think that would
Oogie.
be really interesting.
I don't know. That's all I got from that. Unless anyone has any last thoughts or comments.
No?
All right.
Good.
So other Disney news. Eternals dropped on Disney Plus today. Has everyone here seen Eternals?
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my- dude, Eternals was so good.
I
I
still
saw
need
it
to
twice in theaters, dude. Oh my god.
So twice in theaters.
I loved it so much. I didn't even see Spider-Man No Way Home twice, but I should have. But I couldn't.
Still in there.
Is it really? I'm gonna do it.
And Liam, you said you haven't seen it yet.
No, I still haven't seen it. I'll now that it's on Disney Plus.
Good.
Man, I was planning on seeing that in the theaters, but I guess I just
Never got around
I
to it.
guess, yeah, I guess I just never got around to it.
What about you, Lena? Have you seen it?
No, but I just kind of have been waiting for it to come out so I can just watch it here in the comfort of my apartment.
Yeah, it was really good. It's got a extra special guest star at the end of it too, who I won't mention.
I heard I had that spoiled for me. I don't know how I feel about it. It sounds interesting.
I guess we'll have to see in like future movies. You know how the end credit scenes are. Hopefully they pan out.
Yeah.
This is like a side thing for Marvel. They've like started to do so like there's so many movies coming out, and each like end credit scene or each movie like introduces a brand new character. So like, I'm trying to think of which ones I can say without spoiling. Like the new Doctor Strange movie coming out. They've confirmed that America Chavez is supposed to be in it. In shoot, Eternals, it's like the Black Knight guy. What's his name? The guy who plays Jon Snow. What's his,
Yeah,
there you go.
shoot.
There you go. Kid Harington. He's setting up like a whole new thing. In the Hawkeye show, there's this one guy. He's like the swordsman. It's like another character. And my point is they're like introducing all these new characters to the point that like the MCU is just getting massive. They're gonna run out of actors and actresses at some point.
I know, yeah. That's why they're gonna start making new ones, dude.
New actresses? Wait, what?
Yeah, they're gonna start creating famous people.
Oh,
They
I see
did
your
Tom
point.
Holland, dude.
Yeah. And so it was like when Chris Hemsworth was introduced into Thor, he was considered a no name, and now look at him, you know. So
Forgot about that. That's funny. For some
True.
reason, I thought Chris Hemsworth was a thing before Thor, but no. That's funny.
and same thing for what's his name, Tom Hiddleston. Like they were both like considered like no names, and then now they're like huge names, you know, and like everything. Actually, what else does Tom Hiddleston do?
Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah,
What do you
like
mean?
Loki. What other shows or like TV has he been?
He was in Kong.
Who?
Yeah,
Okay, I
like
remember that one.
Skull Island or whatever that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
He was
Well, have you ever
dating Taylor Swift.
dated Taylor Swift?
Yeah,
There's no way. Did he actually?
100%. I just look up Hiddleston and Taylor Swift, and they dated. You'll see a picture of them. It was a thing for a while.
What?
Yeah, dude, you missed it. You missed it.
Must not have been for very long.
It wasn't. Yeah, it really wasn't. I don't know how long it was, but it wasn't long at all.
So where's Tom Hiddleston's song? Or is he too good of a guy that she didn't make a song for him?
He apparently was a good guy. Yeah, I can't see Tom Hiddleston being a trash dude.
It kind of seems like their relationship was a little more low key.
Wait, I'm out. I'm done. The podcast is over. We end it there.
There, thanks for the input, Liam. That's the end of the podcast. It's not gonna get any better than that.
Good seeing you guys. I'm gonna head out.
It's already a slow news day.
Tom Hiddleston has voice acted in actually a lot of things and a good amount of stuff.
I think he was in a Guillermo del Toro movie. I think I haven't
Really?
seen it, but yeah, he was in. It was like the one. It was. I watched a video about it. It was I think it was the one after
Ben-Hur.
He was in Ben. Oh, the new Ben-Hur.
No, 2016. I don't know if it was
like,
old.
man, I can't believe he was in the like 1960s Ben-Hur.
I didn't even know. I don't think I've seen Ben-Hur, but yeah, dude. Wait, why? How did we get on this topic again? I forgot.
I'm trying to. We're talking like Tom Hiddleston, like what he's been in, and like.
Oh, Crimson Peak. Oh, Crimson Peak was after. Oh, Crimson Peak was after Avengers. Never mind.
How long did they date? I can't find like a couple months. How long were they dating?
It was like 6 months, probably.
Holy cow! Were they? How did I know? I did not know this.
Dude, it was all over the place. Like, because they were keeping it low key, without a pun intended. But they like photos of them surfaced. They were on like in a Greek island or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
walking on the beach.
Relationship timeline. Someone's word.
A headline grabbing summer romance in 2016.
Never mind. It was 3 months of dating, dude. Yeah, there we go. Not even 6.
Traveled around the world and photographed in numerous photos.
Yeah,
after
they were like all over the place.
Just a few months later, the couple became history. Wow. They met. Oh, they already seemed familiar with each other at the Met Gala as they took the dance floor together.
Ooh.
Went to dance together. That's how one of my friends started dating one of my other friends. Is they met at like prom on the dance floor. And
what?
And they're still dating today. The rest is history.
What?
Wow. But I didn't know that about him. So he's look what being in the Thor movies can do for you. Date Taylor Swift. Liam, now it's your turn. You have a famous actor.
Sorry, I was busy reading about Crimson Peak.
Well, you can be a famous actor on Crimson Peak. I don't care. Yeah, I totally forgot how we got on this topic. What was the topic again? Why did we bring up Tom Hiddleston?
We were talking about they're gonna run out of actors, so they're gonna start making
Some new people.
unfamous people famous.
See, that's the thing. They made a lot of unfamous people famous, and then they started to like dip into the famous people. So it's like, oh, we're all out of famous people. It's gonna be like it's like, what is that line that Wong has or that Doctor Strange has? Is that everyone? And Wong's like,
you wanted
more.
They're gonna start getting people they're gonna start recruiting previous Bachelor winners, or
from the Bachelorette.
Yeah, like, and now Matt from season 24,
and he's playing the very well-known comic character, Mr. Stretchable.
What?
I don't know. They always like come up with like new characters like I've never heard of, like the Swordsman. Like I'd never heard of that one.
Who's the Swordsman?
Exactly.
Okay, hear me out. I'm predicting it now. That eventually Disney's going to make an America's Got Talent or American Idol style talent show, but for acting. And they make that and say the winner of that gets to star in the next Marvel movie.
They did that for Glee.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did a whole show and then they the top 3 got to be in it, and they were in it.
That's funny.
Yeah. But Glee makes sense because it's like singing and stuff, so they would just have to sing the whole time. But for Marvel, I don't know what that.
You got to start punching.
It's the new Disney Plus original show. Disney's Got it can't be Disney's Got Talent. It's Got Talent's trademark. Talent's got Disney. There we go.
Disney's taking your talent.
Talent Disney got.
It reminds me of how like back at Disneyland, I forget if it was like the 1980s or something. They used to have like a teen dance floor type thing, or like a teen like mini nightclub type setup. I forget what it was called. It was like. Do either of you have any idea what I'm talking about?
Not at all.
Teen dance club Disney.
Teen beach movie.
Teen beach movie. 1980s? Oh, I hate myself that I can't remember what it was called. Everyone listening's just like, what is Jared talking about? Teen dance club? Like, that's gotta be illegal. Disneyland.
I think Jared, wherever it was they took you, I don't think it was Disneyland.
Jared, what?
They might have been lying to you.
Are you a teen and want to dance? And Jared's like, yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh, here we go. It was called Videopolis. Oh my gosh, I'm not crazy. Okay, Disneyland's Mega Disco Videopolis was the ultimate 1980s dance party experience. Wait, why'd I bring this up again?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, seriously, why'd I bring it up? What were we talking about?
How the frick am I supposed to know?
Well, Liam, you helped me out last time.
We were talking about last thing I inputted was the talent Disney got. So, however you went from that to teen dance Disney rave Disney club, Disneyland club.
There you go. They're doing a new Videopolis, but this time they take the kids and they just start teaching them acting. No, but it was called Videopolis. It was like a 1980s dance thing, and they would have like.
Was it in the 1980s or was it 80s themed? And it was like.
It's like going to a club today, and it's like it's a 2021 themed club. They're like, well, that's crazy. It was just 2021 last year. I forget. Okay, now that I know the name of it, here I'll look up a description. Okay, so is it Videopolis? Videopolis Disneyland. Okay, I don't know if it's. Yeah, now it's the Fantasyland Theater at Disneyland. Do y'all know where that is? No, that is.
Nope.
No. Really?
Really?
Okay, it's like it's by like the Fantasyland like train stop.
Yeah. Okay, maybe.
So it used to be like a stage called Videopolis, and it was like
Probably. Honestly, if I saw it, I'd probably know. Like if I was there dancing, it would probably bring back some memories. Maybe we'll see. Well, maybe I have to make that happen.
So it did traditional theme park shows during the day, and at night it transformed into a nightclub for up to 3,000 guests every night. So it was like, I want to say it was like a mini rave type thing. It was like all the cool kids go to this, but then I think they had like a ton of stabbings or something at it, and they eventually it was just like it got too wild. It got like too wild.
It got too wild.
Why specifically stabbing? What?
Because that's what kids had. Kids had knives back then. I don't know, bro. I don't know why I brought this up.
There was stabbings?
That's it. We're doing next episode. We'll do a summary of Videopolis because I was not prepared for this.
Battle
Jeez.
3,000 kid battle royale in Videopolis. Everyone gets a knife. Go. Lights off.
The winner gets to be in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
The winner gets to play Moon Knight.
Oh my gosh!
It's like you're actually training to be in the Hunger Games. Go.
Yeah.
Disney buys the Hunger Games.
Is that
Makes it
Hawkeye?
normal.
No, that's Katniss Everdeen. Just gets hit with an arrow in the chest. Teleports behind you. Sorry, kid.
Oh my god.
The real winner at the end of the day is Mickey. Mickey's the winner. All right.
Yeah. Mickey the Mouse.
Okay. I mean, got how we got on this topic, but yay, Videopolis. All right.
Yay.
Next topic of the day. Star Wars. Woo! Oh, we were talking about Eternal.
Yeah.
Eternals. We were talking about like how there's so many people in it.
Eternal is so good.
Good movie. Liam and I will have that review someday, coming up in the future, in a place.
Dude, I literally took my parents
In time for Eternals 2.
It'll be
So
up
good.
by the next Eternals movie. I guarantee it.
Yeah, we'll have it. Yeah, we'll have it up like by the time like COVID's over, it'll be up.
Oh yeah, totally. Not Omicron, just COVID in general.
Yeah, just COVID in general. Once we're done with COVID, it'll be up.
As the episode's done. So, next thing up, Star Wars news. Couldn't find much Star Wars news either. Ironically, all I could think of was like Star Wars night at Disneyland, and then we have third Boba Fett episode dropped today. So no, I don't know if you're watching the Boba Fett show.
Oh, did it? Is it today? Oh my god, I'm gonna go watch it. All right, see you guys.
Oh,
JK.
Have you seen
I really want to watch it though. I have seen the other two. I've seen two of them.
Oh, you have? Okay, so Liam and I don't think I've seen any of them yet. Right, Liam?
What?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any of it yet.
I'm kind of
Jared hasn't
I know it's a surprise for me, right? I know I'm normally like the guy bagging on everyone to watch.
seen? Yeah,
stuff,
what
but,
the
like,
heck, dude?
I don't know. I just haven't sometimes I like to watch it with my dad, and I'm like not home right now. And
Yeah.
Also, it's like the Mandalorian. It's like not the Mandalorian where I'm like dying to see it. It's kind of like it's like literally a offspring of the Mandalorian. You know?
Interesting. I am not gonna spoil anything for you. Let me just give a
what do you think?
spoiler-free
No.
review.
Yeah, spoiler-free review. Go ahead.
I think the actor very good, and I'm glad we're seeing more of him because he definitely is underrated.
The actor. Quick, what's
The actor, I don't know his name. That's the thing. It was something.
Well, I don't either off the top of my head because I'm also blank.
It's some New Zealand guy.
Tamora Morrison?
Yeah, Tamora Morrison. Yeah, he is very underrated, and I should learn his name. But yeah, no, he. It's just really cool to see non-Jedi things for a second, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But that's pretty. It's really. I don't know. It's like it's on Tatooine. You guys should know that already, I think.
Spoilers.
I know but like it explores all of Tatooine, so it's just really, it's really and like crime and like their organizations and stuff like that. You know, it kind of gets in depth into that from the first 2 episodes. So like from what we're seeing right now, and the plot is really good too. So it's not, you get flashbacks, really good context. It's like you're not thrown into the new stuff. You get really good backstory and all this stuff. So spoiler for your review.
So it's like a lot of stuff we haven't seen before.
It is, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It's a lot of stuff we haven't seen. It goes, back in time, forward in time, all the times. You get to see.
Oh, so it's
not forward in time, but
like
know.
flashbacks.
Yeah, so like that's what I was saying. The backstory of Boba Fett, kind of flashbacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Liam, do you have a timeline of when you want to see it, or is it just also like it's on your radar but not desperate?
It's on my radar. I think I might start watching it soon. I might wait for a couple more episodes to drop because I know like if I'd watched it now and I had just watched 2 episodes, I'd be like, no, I want to binge more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a tough life for just watching it once a week.
Yeah, like I think I watched season 1 of Mandalorian around like the time it came out, but season 2 I was pretty late to watching, but I really enjoyed being able to binge the whole thing.
I can do that. You could do that for this Boba Fett because you won't get spoilers for this. That's like you wouldn't be able to do that for Loki or anything.
Like I've seen no spoilers like at all because like no, like I would say like no one's talking about it. Everyone was talking about Loki. Yeah. Everyone was talking about WandaVision.
Yeah, dude. No, those ones you gotta be on it every day, like every single second that it comes out. I literally wouldn't check TikTok or Instagram because I was doing my internship, and the only time I would see it was the night after it came out. So the whole day I just have to stay away, and it's a tough life for that. So you gotta like.
So I have read nothing. I've read nothing or seen none of the episodes. So if this is a real spoiler, like. I feel bad, but if finally like the final episode drops and like Darth Vader appear, and he's already dead. Who's someone that would like appear?
No one's ever really gone.
No one's ever. The Emperor finally comes.
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. I mean, you're saying, oh, Darth Vader's dead. He's not going to come back. But we're saying that about a Boba Fett show. So, yeah. I mean.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, we're just gonna restart all the trilogies.
Let's say in the final episode, Mace Windu comes back and he's like there to fight Boba Fett because Boba Fett killed his. Boba Fett's like, I'm gonna kill you because you killed my father. You know, like it's gonna be trending. I'm gonna see like I'm gonna type in Google. It's gonna be like Boba Fett, Mace Windu ? Like
yeah,
I'm gonna be like, okay, now I am spoiled. It's like the only thing I could see is like a issue if I don't like watch him each.
Honestly, I could see that. I could see them surprise bringing back Mace Windu in Book of Boba Fett, so they could set up that he shows up in the Kenobi show.
Ooh, we haven't seen anything about Kenobi yet either.
Yeah. Also, actually, I don't actually know if he's does it take place before or after like Revenge of the Sith?
It takes after Revenge.
Okay.
Better do it fast though, because Samuel Jackson is like 70 something. He's getting up there in the years. Yeah, dude. He looks great for his age. I thought he was like 50, but no, it's like so. Let's see.
So let's say his character is like 30 at the end of. Yeah, let's say his character is like. No, he's a master. We'll say he's like 40 in the prequels, right?
Yeah, he's 73 years right now.
So like, he'd actually be like the ripe age to play like an old Mace Windu.
Yeah, actually though.
Yeah, well, I mean, he'd be the same amount older that Ewan McGregor is. So whatever age, like however much later, like Revenge of the Sith, like however much later from Revenge of the Sith it takes place, they could probably do it around like the same time for both of them. It would just be
because like episode 6, this takes shortly after episode 6. Like the Mandalorian Book of Boba Fett takes place shortly after.
Mhm.
So you're looking at like,
Oh, true.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're looking at like 10 years after Ben dies in A New Hope, you know? Or Obi-Wan dies in A New Hope. Like less than 10 years after. So like yeah, he'd be old, but he's not gonna be like too old, you know?
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Maybe they don't. He might. Yeah, he might be too old, and I think he might be too old in to show up in Book of Boba Fett if he was like to actually fight Boba Fett, or he'd be kind of more like a Yoda character or something.
No, I mean you could probably fight. He's just like I don't know,
I mean, it's
he was already thrown off the building. Like
yeah. I
lightning.
mean, if you're comparing like Obi-Wan's age to like Mace Windu's age, and then you see like the like Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan, like Mace Windu's. I don't know how much longer Jedi live than like normal people. Mace Windu might be dead.
I
If
don't
he,
know.
assuming he's been brought back to life.
See, okay, here's a question to know. I don't want you to give us the full answer. I want you to give us like a very like small answer, but like
I got you.
does Disney make Boba Fett in the show? Is he the good like do they try to make him the good guy? Or is you know what I mean?
Um,
Like from your
that
personal point of view, does it seem like they portray him as the good guy?
yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, so
And I think that would be a spoiler a little bit.
okay, then I won't. Then I won't.
It's some
Yeah,
yeah, it's some good context that
I would need.
you would need. It's the short answer is yes, but there's a lot more in depth with that. Like
Okay,
but your suspicions are correct. Like Disney is kind of trying to, from what we've seen so far,
because they've sided him up with the Mandalorian, and now it's like they make when you make
yeah,
someone like their own TV show.
and it's not really a spoiler because of the Mandalorian, and they kind of had him help out the Mandalorian, right?
Yeah.
Without having to, but it's just so it's not a spoiler to say that. It's just at like he's still from that pre background, right? And it is important that we are taking this from his point of view, right? So everyone's the good guy in their own point of view, right? So
Okay,
that's
so
all I'm gonna
like
say.
the reason I bring that up is like, let's say they introduce like a Mace Windu, and he's like, it's like, oh, can we have our good main character killing Mace Windu? He's like also a good character.
Yeah.
So that's like my question with that. But
Uh,
but overall, that's I don't know. I think that's all we had for Book of Boba Fett. Sorry, Lena. I know you probably didn't have much to comment with Book of Boba Fett because you don't really.
Oh, yeah, you're
care for
good.
Star Wars,
I-
but
I was gonna say I haven't really watched anything other than the main Star Wars movies, so like you're all good with that stuff.
But otherwise, besides that, that's all we got for regular news. Just like the only topic I had for today was if we wanted to discuss favorite rides at Disneyland. So I know we were talking beforehand, Liam, if you're able to remember the last ride you even rode at Disneyland.
I know I really like Star Tours.
Okay, and you went?
That-
Did you go on the updated one? Like, did they show
No.
like episode 7 stuff on it?
No. It's no. I haven't gone since episode 7 came out. It was probably when I was a kid.
Okay, so like the way back because they changed
Yeah,
it like
yeah.
2012
Like not.
or something.
Yeah, like before Disney bought Star Wars, so it was like Star Wars esque, but it wasn't
Oh, that
technically
far
Star
back.
Wars. Yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, when did they? So let me look up Star Tours update. So it came out 34 years ago, and then they turned it to like the Adventures Continue. I don't know. While I'm looking this up. So what do you think of Star Tours? You like the ride, right?
I like the ride. Yeah, it was a classic, dude. Classic. Going there with my fam as a kid. Super cool.
Okay. So I found it. They changed it and updated it in 2011. So have you gone since 2011?
Probably not.
So like before then?
Yeah, well, because I I went to Disney World in 2011, and I went on Star Tours there. So it's a little hard to remember what was. I know I had gone on it before.
Okay, so it says
Before we went to Disney. I know I went to Disneyland at some point when I was a super little kid, and then I went to Disney World when I was like 2011, and I remember going on Star Tours a bunch of times at Disney World because
Okay.
I had gone on it at Disneyland and remember really liking it.
Okay, so it opened in Florida, Disney World, in May 20th, 2011. So I think you probably were on the updated one. Do you remember it being updated, or do you remember it being the old one? I feel like it would have had to have been the updated one then, right?
Maybe if it was 2011, that must have been.
I don't know, you're 11. I can't expect you to like remember that far back.
Yeah,
I sound like my
maybe
parents.
it was.
I sound like my
they had the
parents.
Jedi Academy there and stuff. So
I sound like my parents when my dad comes to me and he's like, "What do you mean you can't remember this aunt? You met her when you were 4. Remember at that wedding?"
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, bro, I can't remember what I ate yesterday, much less what I did when I was 11. Like,
yeah,
so that's always an issue. So you said like that's your top ride then?
yeah. I'd say Star Tours is probably my top ride that I remember.
So no, you remember when we went last and I got to be the rebel spy?
Yes, you
I
were
was-
so.
I
You were
was
like,
so
this is the best day of my
happy.
life.
That was literally the best day of my life. Like that was like I was afraid that. Sorry, yeah.
No. I keep going. This
I
is
was
your moment, dude.
No, I was afraid that like one day I'm just gonna have to like only go on Star Tours, like just keep going on the ride like over and over again until like I'm like begging the cast members, please make me the person. I haven't been it yet, you know, like because they always make it like the 4-year-old kid on the ride because the 4-year-old kid's like and then like all the family members are like cheering for them. So it was
It's
finally
like,
me. I was like, yo.
yeah.
I had my photo taken of me without my consent. Whoa!
I think it's part of the Disney photo release
Oh yeah, I'm
stuff.
sure.
When you buy the ticket.
The moment you step on their property, they take any photo.
Yeah, they could kill you, and you'd be,
Wait,
like, I signed the forms.
They're like,
Yeah, that's
I signed it.
Yeah, that's the photo without consent they showed you.
yeah, they're like, sorry, we told you you'd get free Omicron for coming. You've waived your right to live.
You will now be extracted and taken to the Disney cryo chamber.
Oh, do I get to join? Do I get to join Walt Disney in there?
Yeah, you get to. It's like, those emperors that were like, I think it was.
Like, what?
I think it was like Egyptian emperors that were buried.
Egyptian
Egyptian
pharaohs.
Sorry. I think, Egyptian pharaohs and I think like Chinese emperors as well would like be buried with an army of like thousands of like statues or like terracotta army. It's like that, but it's a bunch of cryo frozen Disneyland attendants.
Come on, Liam, you should know the terracotta army from the games we played.
True. Yeah, and and that army produces one Disneyland employee every 3 seconds.
One Disneyland. It's kind of funny.
God.
Oh man, you got him.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill me.
You got him.
Yeah, it's only of one troop type though, so it can kind of make your army lopsided, but it's a good investment, I'd say. It's only 300 gold, not bad.
We all know that cast members just appear out of thin air for Disney, so they accept the low wages. And
you put the little flag, and then a person just goes up and go.
that was really impressive how you did that noise.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know where we got to here because we were talking about like the rides. Star Tour is always amazing. It's fun to like predict like when or like what area you're gonna like hyperspace to when you're on it. Because like you hyperspace, I think like 2 planets. It's like maybe like you're on Hoth and then all of a sudden like I don't know. I just like it's really cool visuals. It's like it's actually movie level content. You know what I mean? Like they put a lot of work and effort into that to the point where it's like they probably had the people who animated the real movies like actually be doing the CG for the ride, as well as they have like the actors come on. and like talk, you know?
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
so I always thought like they put like so much effort into it, and like as a result it's like it comes off as one of like the best rides. And it helps bring a little space to Tomorrowland, even though Tomorrowland's kind of trash now. Bring back the People Mover. That's what I want. That's my favorite ride. See, I never even got to go on it, but I want the People Mover back at Disney. Wait,
What's the People Mover?
wait, Lena, have you ever heard of the People Mover?
Is that the like the tram that just takes you from point A to point B?
Are you thinking about like the tram from the parking lot or the monorail? What are you thinking of?
No. It's just like a little like bus thing, like an open air bus, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They used to like have it in Tomorrowland, like above. It's like they would be like above your head.
Oh no, that's the monorail,
No,
right?
oh no. Okay, do you remember the rocket rods, or have you heard of that one?
Yes. I think that's the one in the front, right?
No, wait.
Never mind. I don't know what we're talking about.
No, the Astro Orbiter. That's what that's called. Like the
Okay.
no. Okay, so like there used to be this ride called the Rocket Rods, which replaced the People Mover. So it was okay. Like you walk down like in tomorrow. Where's Winneth when I need her? But when you walk
Mhm.
down like the street to Tomorrowland, and there's like that like concrete stuff hanging over your head, like in the middle, and then it like leads to like the center.
Sure.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm about to pull up a map.
I was gonna say find a video and like
I'm
in a
about to
Disney
share
store.
this. Okay, map of Tomorrowland. I apologize for the viewers. If you were watching and you have no clue what I'm talking about, pull up a map of Tomorrowland for you uh on Google.
If you're watching and you know exactly what he's talking about,
You're
you should donate your next Disney trip to me because you obviously go too much. No, I'm kidding.
all right. For those of y'all listening, to my friends, I'm sharing the thing. All right, so y'all, for those in our Zoom call, you see what I'm talking about here? Can you see my mouse?
Yeah, okay. So
Okay,
there's the Astro Orbiter.
yeah, on the left, you see the mouse circling it,
Yeah.
and then like see this like long like concrete thing in the middle,
Yeah.
and how it like branches into this building, it branches into this building.
Oh yeah.
So it used to be like this is like the pickup area right here in the center, and it was called the People Mover. So like you would like get on, it was like constantly moving like we call it like those walkways that are just like constantly moving walkways, and you like have to step on the walkway.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure there's got to be a better, or just like any of the Disney rides, like where they have like you have to like get on it, but like it keeps moving, like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, like
Uh,
the little rotation belt thingy.
yeah, so like it's like one of those. You like hop on it, and then it like takes you around Tomorrowland. So it used to like go through
Oh,
all these
cool.
like it used to go through all of these buildings, and like
And you just
move around.
stand there?
Like you sit on it. It's like a sitting ride.
Oh, that's so cute.
So it used to go through like all of Tomorrowland, but then they eventually took it away. So if you like look, you can still see like the old like I don't know, it's not scaffolding. What do you call like the old supports for the ride? Like the support
Yeah.
columns. You can like see them if you're in like Autopia or some places like that.
Oh.
So I don't know. It's not like a favorite ride, but like that's like the one thing I'd want them to bring back to Disneyland. I think most people agree, but honestly, they'd have to like rip apart half of the buildings just to make it happen. So most likely won't.
Yeah.
Lena, what's your favorite ride at Disneyland?
My favorite ride at Disney, I really love Indiana Jones.
Hell yeah! Even though it breaks
I
down
think
all the time.
yeah, but I think it's so worth the wait. Um, like that's definitely every time I go, I have to ride it at least once.
Uh-huh.
Um, or am I allowed to also put my least favorite?
Sure, but we're just doing Disneyland side, and then we'll go California.
Okay, this is really controversial. I or okay, it's between two, but I feel like they're both pretty controversial. Small World and Haunted Mansion.
Oh, you got to choose two.
Uh-huh. like the two that I like the least.
Let's see, Small World, Haunted Mansion. Okay. I mean, most people can agree with you on Small World because it's like it's.
Small World is a national treasure. How dare you?
Honestly, yeah, but I wish they would like update the backgrounds at least. There's a point where they're just like regular curtains. Like it's so strange because it feels like they've started the front. Also, I question the like accuracy of the translated versions of the songs because there are some. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, hold
Lena's
on.
on duty tonight, so she's got a dip for the moment. But what was the other one she said? She said Small World and
The Haunted Mansion. I actually haven't been on Haunted Mansion.
Okay, I've been on it recently. They like did some updates to it. Like it's got like a cult following, but then so does like every ride at Disneyland.
So does Disney.
Yeah, so does Disneyland, so does Disney, so does Walt Disney's Head.
Yeah.
So every part of it's just got like a cult following. Like for it's just like I mean almost all the rides at Disney. If you're like, oh, we're getting rid of Space Mountain, there'd be like a riot. If you're like, we're getting rid of the Matterhorn, there's a riot. You're getting rid of
Spinning teacups.
Get rid of the spinning teacups. That's my least favorite. Those teacups are horrible. They
Oh, I
shouldn't be
didn't
at
even think
Disneyland.
of teacups.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why do you hate the spinning teacups? That's one of the only other rides I remember from Disneyland.
No, I still remember. Like I went on. Like I think I went on it one time when I was like 12, and then after I wanted to vomit, and my mom needed to like take me over and like into Tomorrowland and purchase like Advil or ibuprofen, and I had to like sit down and take that and just like chill out for like an hour.
Oh my gosh, it's exactly like California Adventure.
Oh, you're right. That's why I said I more California Adventure.
Down to like me having to give you ibuprofen.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. So California Adventure, it's almost like it's not which is my favorite ride. It's which ride do I actually like at California Adventure? Because everything over there spins like crazy, and it gives me a headache.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that.
But before I switch to California Adventure, let's see. Favorite Disneyland ride? Matterhorn. Like I always tell people this. It's just a lot of people don't like it because it's like old and rickety. But I think it has character. I love the theming. I like going on the faster side. There's like two sides. One's like chill, and one's like a little like more bumpy and fast. Like I love going on that one. Like yeah, give me back problems. Like this is the fun part. Liam, have you been to California Adventure?
Yes, I have been to California Adventure. It's the reason. So I went to California Adventure apparently one time when I was like, I think I might have been like 4 or something. I remember going. The only thing I remember is going on the soaring ride and not enjoying it because it was too loud and too much, and it was like flying through the air, and I had no idea what was going on, and I didn't like it. I remember that.
For Soarin'. You didn't like Soarin'?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't like. I think I went on it. Oh yeah, I have been to Disneyland since then because I went on it again. I think I thought it was pretty cool.
You're like, my opinion has changed completely.
I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. I still don't forgive you.
For me, I'm weird when I go to amusement parks. Every time I go, I'm like, I get like nervous. Like I like you put me on that ride, I'm like, oh, I'm nervous. I'm about to be like floating over like everything. And then like 3 minutes later, I'm like, it was fun. Let's do it again. But every single time I go, like, you put me in the seat before like a credit coaster, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm gonna die on this roller coaster right now. I don't know, like, Lena.
Yeah, I feel that.
Lena, like, are you a big fan of Six Flags? I forget if you.
No, I've never been actually. The ticket that I just gave away was supposed to be my first time, but I was just like, nah, never ever. I know. I used to be like a beep, like I would not ride scary rides. Like I went to Knott's for the first time in 8th grade.
I still haven't been I've been to Knott's, but not anytime recently. I really want to go back.
I have a pass, but every time I like want to go, bad stuff starts happening.
COVID?
Like, no, I like went like earlier this year over the summer, and like there was like a shooting there that day, and
Oh
then like
gosh.
a week, I mean, I would say more than a week, but like a little time afterwards, I was like, oh, let's go. And that day, I like suggested it. Some dude climbed to the top of Supreme Scream, like just all the way to the top. It was just up there. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to
Spider-Man.
get
Spider-Man.
right. I know, literally. I'm like, I don't want to get traumatized going to knots, so I'm good. My pass is paid for itself. That's all I need.
Way to bring it full circle back to the Disney theme, Lena, by telling us about
Exactly.
Spider-Man
With
climbing
Spider-Man.
up
Yeah.
Supreme Scream.
I visited the zoo recently, and I saw, I think they were gibbons, like swinging around, and I was like, wow, they move just like Spider-Man. And I made like 2 separate groups of people laugh with that joke, so it felt very good.
It's always
Very,
the best. Making
very
strangers
topical.
laugh.
Yeah.
And then strangers just laugh when they look at me. That's it. No.
Period.
I'm kidding. I was gonna say Liam, but I don't want to be mean.
Hey.
Liam's like, hey, that's an offhanded
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah. Hey, saying, "Oh, I'm not going to say the thing," and then being like, "Oh, but I didn't say it." That doesn't count. You still said it.
You know, was it self-deprecating humor?
Yeah.
Sometimes my brain's like self-depreciating humor, but that doesn't sound right. I don't know. I'm illiterate.
True.
Hi,
I feel
I'm
that.
Jared. I'm 19.
That's self-deprecating.
I've never learned how to read. How about favorite ride at DCA, Lena?
I like California, or like Incredicoaster is cool.
I like California.
I like California. No, there was something, I love the swinging Ferris wheels. But I really liked that I don't remember what it was called, but the ride that we went on where it's like inside and it's Toy Story themed and you're like spinning around trying to hit the targets.
Oh, Midway Mania?
Yes, love that one.
That hurts my arm so bad.
Oh, it was just so much fun.
It's like the Spider-Man ride. Like your arms are so tired from it.
I haven't gotten to like go and like
the Spider-Man one yet?
see it. Yeah, I haven't seen Avengers Campus yet.
What? Yeah, there's nothing special about Avengers Campus. It's kind of Marvel's lands kind of get a little, or Disney's lands are kind of getting a little cheaper each time they make them. But
yeah.
But
that's how I kind of feel too. I feel like they have a huge like hype surrounding like the one ride that's there, but like that's gonna fade quick. Oh, I changed my answer. I like soaring over California a lot.
Whoa, just like Liam.
Whoa, sorry, didn't mean to copy.
No, both my favorite and least favorite ride.
Yeah, apparently.
No, that's completely valid because because I was hesitant to call it my favorite because it's not really much motion, and I enjoy the rides where you get to move around. It's just a cool experience.
My favorite's probably got to be the Grizzly River Run.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what time I know a lot of people, like, it gets crowded in the middle of the day because people are like, oh, it's hot, now I want to go on it, and I can like have time to dry off. Like, I love going right before closing. I love going on it right when I get there. I'll go whenever.
I was gonna say, it was one of the last rides we rode, I think.
Yeah, like no one wants to go on it right before they like get in their car and go home, you know? So
I always bring a change of clothes to Disney for that reason, just because I'm like, I want to ride it. If I get wet, I'll just change.
I mean, some people don't want to get on it in the first thing in the morning, or the first thing when they get there, because it'll be wet the whole day.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm fine with that. Yeah, like I'll dry off from walking.
And then like that's only if you do get wet, you know. So it's like either way, like love that ride. We'll go on that ride as many times as people in like the group I'm with want to go on it. I think when I was there for Oogie Boogie Bash, and I was like allowed to go on, or like I got to do whatever I wanted. I went on it like 2 or 3 times. It was kind of awkward when you don't have friends on it because like they put you in there with like a random group. So here I am, like I made like friends with like 2 girls from Hawaii, and by friends I mean like we talked and it was like not awkward. Like like I didn't like get their Instagrams and like keep in touch with them, but and then there was like a family of like 3, like a dad, a mom, and like a little kid, like a little boy.
I was gonna say, I hate when they split us into groups, like 2 groups on like one raft, because it's really difficult when there's a little kid around for me to control my reactions when I get splashed.
Like, ah, bleep, bleep, bleep,
Right?
bleep,
Yeah,
bleep.
exactly. Just, you know, I would tell you, but this podcast would need a whole lot of editing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that always I hate that, because I make sure, like, I try my hardest at amusement parks to keep it as PG as possible, because that's what I would want if I was a parent. But like sometimes, it happens.
Nah, forget them kids. No, but I see what you mean. Like, it's way better. Like the bigger a group you have, the more likely that like you'll get your own raft. Like if you have like 6 of
Yeah.
you, they'll probably give you like your own raft, or they'll
Yeah.
put like 2. Like that happened to me where I think it was my grad night. There were like 6 of us, and they put us with like 2 other boys that were also there for a grad night for like another school. Like those were the chillest guys we hung out with. I think I still have their names written down somewhere. It was like, Jonathan.
Mhm.
Watch him like be listening and be like, "Oh my gosh, it's me."
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm your biggest fan. So Liam, do you have intention to go to the park soon? Like if miraculously, the unprecedented circumstances all became precedented, would you go to the park?
Yeah. I think I want to go. I do want to go at some point. I do want to go at some point soon, or soon-ish, depending on when things seem a little less crazy.
Yeah.
My friends
But
are.
yeah, I definitely, especially since having been on this podcast and having now heard about like pretty much every single ride, it seems like there. I'm like, okay, I need to actually see these at some point.
We still have to take Ashley with us. She said she's also waiting for it to die down, but she's like, I want to
Yeah.
have like my first Disney trip. I literally told her, I'm like, Ashley, if you go without me, you're not my friend anymore. Like,
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
be there for it.
No, anytime I see like anything Disney themed, I'm just like, Jared. Like I was at the thrift store and I saw the like Luke Skywalker Mickey pin.
Oh,
And I think I sent you a picture. Yeah, I was like, dude, like this is so cool.
And then I was like, no, I only want Disney official TM.
Yeah, no, it was.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, it was like if you turn the back, it has the Mickeys all over it.
Oh, like the black Mickey like pin thing.
Yeah, like the pin stopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I looked up their names. They were Michael and Simon. So Michael and Simon, if you're listening, which I know
You're
they're
out
not,
there.
you're out there somewhere. You're chill guys from grad night. I still remember you guys. I would say like grad night was. I would say like that. Like this has changed like somewhat recently due to like other things I've experienced in college. But like, I used to say like grad night at Disneyland California Adventure was one of like the best nights of my life. Like had like the most fun. Due to my recent addiction with going to some music festivals, that might have changed. But you know how it goes. Did you do least favorite ride at DCA yet, Lena?
I don't know. The Monsters Inc. one is so stupid.
It's so fun to go on with the group though and make fun of it.
You like told me, you were like, this is gonna suck, and I was like, nah, like you say that, but I'll still find the beauty in it. No, man, that was awful. Honestly,
A ride not even a mother could love.
Yeah. No, oh yeah. I would say in my head that you would think that Haunted Mansion and Little Mermaid are like very similar rides, but I really enjoy Little Mermaid. I think it's one of my favorite just because it is an experience, and freezing in front of Ursula for 5 minutes every time I go on is kind of my favorite part.
Right. Oh, I thought you meant like you get really cold. I'm like, why would you get cold?
Oh no, just like the ride shuts down and the eels are like yelling at you for a few minutes. It's fun.
Yeah, I think that ride has like a lot of like character.
Yeah.
I enjoy that one way better than I enjoy Monsters Inc. Then Monsters Inc. was also like a quick fix for Superstar Limo, which was compared to Superstar Limo, the Monsters Inc. ride is a big step up.
Yeah. Down. Oh, step up. All right.
You thought it was step down.
I thought you were gonna say step down. I was like,
no, we could go on to. I think I forget if I talked about it on the podcast, but there's this whole thing called Superstar Limo at the park, or like it was like when the park first opened. That was the ride that was there. Not a great ride. But least favorite ride. Monsters Inc.'s a really close one. That's really tough. Because there's a lot of
Probably the
probably the
swinging.
swinging. I've never been on it, but probably the
Yeah.
swinging. One day I'll get on it. I swear.
You're a hater. It's life changing. Sorry, I keep wanting to call you William. Liam, have you gone recently enough to? I don't know when the
Okay,
swinging.
yeah.
were
No,
at.
it's been there a while. Have you ever been on the Ferris wheel at Disneyland California Adventure?
Never real. Let me look up a picture of that.
It looks like a Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
There-
yeah. It's
I've
got
been-
Mickey.
I've been on a lot of Ferris wheels. One second.
Absolutely the best. Only
he
if
knows
you
a
go
thing
on
or
the
two.
swinging one.
He knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two.
No,
Okay.
don't think so.
Aw.
This looks cool
answer.
though.
Final answer: swinging Ferris wheels. Because as a kid, I was always scared of Ferris wheels because I have a fear of heights. But then, like the swinging ones, I don't need to feel like I'm about to fall and die. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think what's comforting for me is knowing that if I fall and die, it's over. But if I fall and live, I get so much money. Like, I'm
True.
breaking
I thought you were
it
gonna be
in,
like
you know?
so much pain or something like that.
No, because it's like a win-win-win, you know, like no malfunction, you're just going on a fun ride. Malfunction, you got one of two options. You're either dead and it's hopefully painless from the height like that, or
Or you live, or
you're
you
not
live.
dead.
Yeah, or you
And
live,
the
and they will
mouse has-
definitely let you play in a Marvel movie.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
As the person in a paralyzed wheelchair.
Yeah, dude.
You can play
my God,
Professor
no.
X. You can play Professor X.
Oh god.
Oh my god, it's terrible. Oh. Lena is now the next. The next. What was the game show? The next Disney top talent.
Yeah, the Disney top talent.
Oh yeah.
Talent got Disney.
I thought you were gonna say I'm the next Black Widow, Jared.
Oh.
Like if I fell from that height.
Liam's on the ride with her and survives and just gets the soul stone. Oh my
I like how you say Liam's on the ride with me because you have no intention of
Oh
going
no,
on.
you wouldn't get me on it with you two. That's what happened last time. I went with your boyfriend and we like both crashed on a table.
Yeah, it was so fun. You just see
Wait, there's
like two.
There's a table in there?
No.
No. They went over to where the pizza is, and then
Oh,
they just
got
like knocked out on a table for 2 hours.
No, Liam, there's a
Got
table.
it,
They
okay.
serve you food on the swinging
I was gonna say
Oh, that would
that'd
be
be
so
pretty
sick.
funny if they like gave you like food on like a paper plate or something. And you have to try and eat it as it's just flinging your.
They shoot it in through like a t-shirt cannon and just hope it gets in your through the grate.
If you don't finish it in time or don't finish it successfully, then you gotta hop back on the ride and keep going until
Yeah. You gotta wait 30 minutes in the line again and then hop back on the ride.
It's like a biathlon.
losers are forced to have COVID. Your complimentary COVID is given to you.
Yeah. Losers are taken to the cryo terracotta army.
All right, Liam, do you have a least favorite, or is least favorite still?
Most and least favorite is still soaring.
All right, sounds good.
So the Ferris wheel does look sick.
Wait, the what?
So the Ferris wheel does look kind of sick.
Are you interested in the Spider-Man ride that they just put out? Have you heard anything about it?
Spider-Man ride.
I think he's heard of it.
Definitely. It's the one with
Spider-Man.
they're shooting the web. They have glasses on, and yeah, I know that. They have the. Okay, I actually have no idea what this. Do you shoot webs, or is that just a thing in the picture?
Oh. Yeah, real webs come out of your hand, Liam.
I don't know if it was like a Buzz Lightyear type ride, but it's oh no,
it is a Buzz Lightyear type ride.
Oh, okay.
Which actually, I really enjoy the Buzz Lightyear ride. I want to get on that as soon as like go back next.
Yeah, true. I do remember like Buzz Lightyear.
Huh?
Oh yeah, this looks cool. Is it like a slow like a Buzz Lightyear ride? Because
It stops at it moves forward and then stops for like 30 seconds and then like continues.
Oh, okay.
And then
At first, the little carts looked like. Oh, okay, never mind. At first, I thought they were a bunch of like the kind of just like single bench like ones. So it looked like I thought it was gonna go like super fast, and you were gonna have to hit things as you're like flying around. I mean, hey, if Spider-Man can do it.
They flip you upside down. A table pops out. A t-shirt cannon shoots food at you.
Yeah, a guy on a green goblin hovering thing just keeps throwing like firecrackers into your pod. You gotta get him.
I'm trying to think. I couldn't think of anything better than that. How do you think of that? That was really clever. Seeing the Green Goblin throwing firecrackers in you.
They should hire me.
I was gonna say they should have made that a feature. Raise the stakes a bit. Include Doctor Strange. A portal opens. You just like disappear through half the ride. Your ride cart appears in Jurassic Park or something.
They could make a roller coaster based on the Doctor Strange's. It's not a spoiler that Doctor Strange is in Spider-Man. It's
wow, Liam. Look.
Yeah,
what
no,
you
that's
did.
in the previews.
No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. Yeah, as if we didn't literally just record an entire podcast talking full spoilers about it.
If you haven't seen Spider-Man at this point, I'm sorry. Like the spoiler ban on that is gonna go. We're gonna start talking about it openly in like a week. Like, there's no way that you haven't seen it at this point.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say?
If you're watching a Disney podcast and you haven't seen the new Spider-Man movie,
You're playing with fire at this point.
Yeah, you're watching the wrong type of podcast.
Yeah, bold move. I was gonna say you could totally make a ride based on the Doctor Strange bit from new Spider-Man movie, like the whole geometry thing. You could make a cool you could make a cool kind of, I don't know if it's Space Mountain like ride or something like that, but a ride where you're going through like a tunnel and stuff and it has all the geometry stuff going on. And tripping you out and you're following like on the side you're following like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange like fighting or something.
This is kind of unrelated, but you know how like on Space Mountain, now that you like mention it, on Space Mountain, Lena, how like when the lights are on, like it's like way scarier than when the lights are off.
Yeah.
You can see how close the bars are to your head.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I feel like Space Mountain is such an easy ride because you can't really tell how fast you're going and how dangerous it is.
It's also not going very fast. That's like.
Oh, really? I thought it was one of the fastest rides in Disneyland.
It is. I think Thunder Mountain was the fastest, but it just feels fast because like you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
Like if the lights are on, it would be like a very like low key ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like wow, we're going so fast. Like it wouldn't have like anything unique to it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm dying over here. All right. Well, that's all I can think about. Any other, not like favorite rides, like what's the phrase where it's like there you go, honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Any honorable mentions for either park, Lena?
No, honorable mention those lobster nachos. I know it's not a ride, but
it takes you for a ride.
Yeah.
Honorable all the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sorry. I was just going to mention, I was looking up like the fastest rides at Disneyland. It's funny that it goes from like 22, 27, 35 miles an hour for Space Mountain, 35 for Thunder Mountain Railroad,
Okay, so I was right.
40 for Splash Mountain. Then Incredicoaster is 55.
What's
See,
that
but that's
fast?
still like slower than a car on the freeway.
It's just true, but it's like it's the only one that's like 15 miles an hour faster than the next
Yeah.
fastest one.
Oh, it's because
Like,
it's,
I'm sure,
it's the only like true roller coaster.
Yeah, it's not like Six Flags or I'm sure or anything, but
I was gonna say, what's the slowest one at Six Flags? Is probably faster than 55. Like, what's like Revolution at Six Flags? Or is it called Revolution anymore? Like the one with like the one loop. Lena.
At Six Flags?
you haven't been to Six Flags. That's right.
Yeah, sorry.
yeah. I also have not been to Six Flags. I've been to Great America.
You haven't been to Six Flags either. Why'd you say something when we were talking?
I also haven't been to Six Flags.
I just gotta hit like all the parks to compare them all. I'm still working now that I'm an adult, I'm still working my way through Disney. We'll get like a season pass to Knott's next year and get like start a Knott's podcast.
Yeah, start a new podcast.
The Knott's cast, bro.
Theme parks and company.
There we go. A new branch off that will the spin-off show. It's gonna be just as popular as Book of Boba Fett compared to the
exactly.
main one. But honorable mention for me, maybe.
Who would ever?
It's tough. Maybe I'd go with like Splash Mountain because like as a kid it terrified me, but now that like they're like planning on changing it to like the theme of it, I'm gonna miss it. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna like I know the new theme is also cool and like what they're doing. I get why they're doing it, but like I really enjoyed it. Like it's not very long before we'll never get to go on a ride that's singing like zippity doo dah zippity day again. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be sad, and that's gonna like you can like look back on it like oh like I got to go on like the OG Splash Mountain.
Yeah, like not Twilight Zone. You know which one? The giant elevator. I can't remember its name.
Oh,
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror.
I never got to go on that.
Oh no.
Oh, is that not a thing anymore?
It's only at Walt Disney
World.
World.
Yeah, they changed it.
Oh, dang! I actually wanted to go on that.
You have to go to the Walt Disney World one now if you want to go on that.
Dang it.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, but that ride is probably the best one at
Walt Disney World?
At California Adventure.
Oh. A Mission Breakout or the old version of it?
Mission Breakout, honestly.
See, I
like
Mission
I
Breakout,
prefer the old version, but
Mission Breakout's a great ride. Me and my fear of dying freak out a bit.
Yeah, the Mortal Terror doesn't really like that one too much.
Exactly. I'm terrified of everything, people. But I don't know. That's all I got for that. Any last comments before we head out with the podcast for the night? Liam, what's your wisdom of the night? Nice.
1 sec, I got it.
Liam's opening his co-star right now.
The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing.
And Liam knows nothing about Disneyland. So
by some guy named Socrates. I don't know who that is.
Socrates, perfect. Lena, any last comments before we head off?
I really don't know how to top that one. So I'm going to say stay safe, everyone.
Yeah, stay safe with COVID. I would say avoid Disneyland right now, but if you're really there, go have fun. Be safe. Get your vaccine. Don't cough on anybody. And most importantly, eat your vegetables. So, tune in next week where our topic will be Videopolis.
A comprehensive 2-hour breakdown.
Yeah, a comprehensive 2-hour breakdown of all of the 1980s best teen nightclub.
Of this teen nightclub that Jared has completely fabricated in his head.
Man, if I could just travel back in time to the 1980s, get in that nightclub. So, as always, you can follow us on Instagram at Castles and Company, on Twitter, Castles capital N Company, and also our website, castlesandcompany.com, where you can find links to the Patreon page and our Discord server. So until next time, remember this: laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, dreams are forever. Have a magical rest of your day. Thank you all for being on.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.